Hi everyone, it's Coach Fred here, and I'm going to be going over the College Board Study Guide Practice Test 3 Math Calculator number 24 today. And I actually thought this was a little bit challenging of a question, just because there was really only one way that I thought was easy to do it. The easy way involved algebra. Now, if anyone comes up with a more, a simpler way to do this, please reach out to me on YouTube. I could do it other ways. Algebra made it easier. So anytime algebra makes it easier, I'm going to use that method. So it says Mr. Cole has a beaker containing n milliliters of solution to distribute to the students in his chemistry class. If he gives each student 3 milliliters, he will have 5 milliliters left over. In order to give each student 4 milliliters of solution, he will need an additional 21 milliliters. How many students are in the class? Okay, so I thought I had two kind of unknowns. The unknowns were the number of milliliters of solution, so N, and also how many students were in the class, because that's what I was trying to find. So I called that Y. Because I had two variables, I knew that I needed to kind of figure out a way to set up a system of equations. So that's what I did. I said that if he started with n milliliters and he distributed 3 milliliters to each student, that means he took away from what he had 3 times y, and he was left over with 5. Okay, so let's look at that. This was the number he started with. He gave each student 3. Y is the number of students. He had to multiply that by 3, and he had 5 left over. So that was equation number 1. Equation number 2, it said, in order for him to give each student 4 milliliters of solution, he would need an additional 21. So I took the original he started with, and I added 21 to it. That would allow him to give each student 4, which would be 4 times the number of students, so 4y. And there was my equation. So the first thing that I did was I decided to use substitution, and I added 3y and solved for n in the first equation. So I got that n was equal to 5 plus 3y. I took that value and I substituted it into the second equation, and that gave me 5 plus 3y plus 21 equaled 4y. And then I just solved. So 5 and 21 gave me 26 plus 3y equaled 4y. And I subtracted 3y. And that gave me 26 equals y. And y was the number of students. That was what I was trying to find. So my answer was 26. I thought that was a little bit of a tricky question, coming up with that system of equations. Now, I did try to do this by using the answers, but I had to set up the system to do that. So it just felt easier for me to solve by using substitution. Could you have used elimination? You certainly could have. But anyways, I hope that was helpful. And again, if you find an easier way, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So thanks and have a great day.